Very good morning. So in this video we are going to discuss about hybrid seed production in cotton. So as far as the cotton is concerned, we are following that emasculation testing process. Emasculation means, so manually we are going to convert one flower into a male sterile one. So manually we are going to remove the staminal column from the female flowers. So by that way that flower will be converted into a male sterile and female fertile. So for doing emasculations, what we have to do is we have to identify the optimum size buds. So this is the optimum size bud. The another important thing is one day before opening of that bud, we have to identify that bud. So that should be subjected to that removal of the staminal column. 1 day prior to opening, that bud should be subjected to that emasculation process. So here we have to remove that entire staminal column. Here that staminal column removing process is shown. That another things you can see that clear images. Here at the base we need to create some opening. So the here if it is a, I will show you that enlarged versions. So if it is a bird, this is optimal size bird. At the base you have to create an opening with the help of your nail or any plates. That should not be very deep. If it is a very deep, that will cause a injury to the ovary also. At any cause that should not very deep to reach that ovary part. Normally that ovary is well surrounded by one white color layer. After that corolla and petals, that is the petals, and the petals over the petals only that staminal column is attached. Okay, so you have to make incision in such a way that you have to split open that petal joining part of the base. Then that should be extended, and we have to move your fingers in such a way that you have to remove that entire corolla. So once you are able to remove that corolla, means whatever that staminal column is attached with the corolla, that also come out completely. So here you can see, and they are making an opening here. So they are making opening here. Then after that they are moving away these fingers at the time. So beyond that I cannot enlarge. So in the base on the inner side the ovary will be there. So this is a staminal column. This is a staminal column. On inner side that style will be available, just like this. Staminal column will be like this. On inner sides that will have a style. So this is empty space. So this will be attached with the petals. Once you remove the petals in such a way that the staminal column, everything will come out as such. At the end of the process you will have only that style and ovary alone. So this is the thing. This is the thing we have to ensure. So here you can see, after removal of that staminal columns along with the petals, this flower have only that ovary and the style and the stigma alone. So this is a perfect way of doing that emasculations. So now that the female flower is ready for pollinations. Suppose you are in a doubt whether that the entire staminal columns are removed or not, on a safer side you can put one straw. You can put one straw. So if at all anything is stick on this, if at all anything, any residues of that stigma is there, if you put up a straw, this way, so whatever the things are available, that and all it's removed by the place while you are placing that straw. So that is a thing. Here also you can see it's optimum size bud, and also if it is ready for opening in the next dimensions, this will be somewhat yellow in color. That and all indications. So based on that you have to identify, and you have to remove this petals. So now here you can see this is a style and stigma, this is ovary. So still that white color covering is there. Okay, even after removal, one more layer, that is a white color. If it is that also removed, that ovary will be green in color. So here you can see this is a emasculated one. So immediately after emasculations, we have to put up some cover. So that cover, mostly here we are using red color cover. So this is mainly to prevent unwanted pollen transfer. So if it is remain left free after emasculation, so chances are there for receiving of the pollen through the air. Okay, through the air, if any pollen reaches, there will be a fold development. So you will be a confusions whether it's a true hybrid or it's a natural hybrid. If it is a true hybrid, the property and all known to you. If it is pole development is because of that that pollen contamination, means that material will be hybrid nature, but that property and all is unknown to you. It may be a undesirable one. There is a problem of that genetic purity maintenance. So to avoid all those things, immediately after emasculations, we have to put up a cover. And another important thing with reference to that emasculation is concerned, so one day prior to a flower opening, we have to get into the female rose, that is in between 3 to 6 p.m., not in the morning or in the afternoon. So between 3 to 6 p.m. we have to get into the female block. So here also we are going to cultivate we are going to have the male and female plant in a block system. So separate block for the female plant and separate block for the male parent. In between that male block and female block also, we need to have a 5-meter isolation distance. So like this, here we are going to have a block systems. So separate block for the female and separate block for the male parent. So whatever the plants are available here, that and all we are going to treat as a female. So whatever that flowers are produced, so all those birds we are going to convert it into a female one and male sterile one through the emasculation process. So during emasculations, we are getting to the field in between 3 to 6 p.m. So in between 3 to 6 p.m. it's the right time, because after that emasculations, in that style and stigma, everything is exposed to outside. That emasculation followed by heavy sunlight means sometimes that may causes some injury to this particular part. So at the time there won't be any proper pole development. So emasculation followed by night means there won't be any heat related problems. Moreover, the next day we are going to apply that pollen also. The next day morning, that is a testing process. So the next day morning we have to collect the pollen from the selected male parent. That should be tested on the stigmatic surface, either with the help of the brush or some dispersal mechanisms. We have to transfer the pollen on these particular things. So after pollination also, after testing also, we have to put up a cover, white color cover. That should be a butter paper cover. Here we have to use butter paper cover. The purpose of using butter paper cover is, if at all any rain occur after the testing is over, if you put up some paper cover, mean that paper cover may be soaked, and whatever that pollen is applied, that may be washed out. Suppose at the time of that application, testing of that pollen on the stigma is receptive, that pollination will be effective. Suppose at the time of application of that pollen, the stigma not yet receptive, means that whatever the pollen is applied, that going to be there on the stigmatic surface physically. Okay. So now the contact is physical and the paper cover is used and the rain is there, means so whatever that pollen is applied, that is get washed out. So this particular flower not able to receive any pollen rain, so ultimately this will be failure one. So to avoid that one, after testing we have to use that butter paper cover. So butter paper cover, that is a white color one. So immediately after emasculation, we have to put up a cover that should be of red in color. After pollination, that is after testing, we are going to put up a white color cover. So this will give you idea. This particular flower is only emasculated. If it is given with red color, this is only emasculated and waiting for testing. So the next day morning, based on whatever the buds that is put up with red color cover, we have to remove and we have to apply that pollen grains. If it is put up with the white color cover, means you should not disturb one. So because this is already pollinated one, so in such a way that you can easily identify. So these are all the strategies and all we have to follow. So here you can see that the sequence of events. with reference to that bird identifications, emasculations. After that they are putting a red color cover, and then the next day they are collecting that pollen grains, and they are applying that collected pollen grain the stigmatic surfaces. After testing, that stigma will be like this. Then you have to put up that white color cover. Okay, and that another important thing with reference to this process is concerned for identification of that selfed one and crossed one. So if it is a outcome of that emasculated one, that the same plant, it's intermediate type of flowering, there will be a continuous flowering and a continuous vegetative growth. So whatever that flowers that appear on the first 6 weeks of that reproductive cycle, that should be subjected to that emasculations. Even beyond that 6 weeks of reproductive cycle also there will be a flowering. So if at all any flowering is there, you should not use all those flowers for the that emasculation purpose. After that, whatever that flowers are going to be there, all those things should be nipped off. Similarly, whatever that flowers that appear during the first 6 week reproductive cycle period also, if it is too small or too weak or any insect attacked one, means we should not use those balls for emasculation. So you have to remove all those things. Okay, another important thing in the case of cotton is concerned, once you close that emasculation process, after that whatever that was going to appear, all those things you have to nip off, you have to remove. So that is a thing, or otherwise you will be a confusions. You will have two kind of materials, one is a sulped one, another one is a crossed one. So both the things are harvested, you are not in a position to maintain the genetic purity of the material. So whatever that bolls you are going to harvest from the plant, that should be of a crossed one, that should be a hybrid. So then only you can have things. So for easy identification of that whether it's a outcome of that sulped one or a crossed one, immediately after emasculation testing, that plot should be put up with some label indications, or in the case of cotton that have a persistent calyx. So this is one is a persistent nature. So during that bud stage also this will be available, even at the time of that harvesting also this will be available, persistent nature. So for easy identification of that crossed one, at the time of emasculation you can remove that calyx and all. So during harvesting, if at all the bowl with calyx, means that clearly indicates that that is a sulped one. If it is a bowl that is a kappas totally devoid of that that calyx, means that is that a divide of calyx means that is a clear indication for that it's a crossed one. So that alone we have to use for seed extraction purpose. So these are all the precautionary measures we have to follow. So whatever that thing discussed, so everything given here. So that staminal columns need to be removed. So 1 day prior to flower opening, that also in between 3 to 6 p.m. Staminal column means that includes pollen, anther and the tubes. So that is a thing. And the next day morning, so that whatever that flower emasculated on the previous day, that should be tested with the pollen, that is in between 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So that is a very important thing. After testing, that flower should be put up with white color butter paper cover. Again, that pollen production potential of that cotton is enormous. So because of that, single male flower able to pollinate 4 to 5 number of the female flowers, and the stigma receptivity also going to be there for about 46 hours. So within that times we have to ensure supply of the pollen. So for easy identification of the sulped pole from the emasculated one, the bract can be removed. So that every external that calyx need to be removed. So that and all I already given informations. So first 6 week of reproductive cycle, whatever that poles, whatever buds going to appear, that alone subjected to that emasculations. So after beyond that, whatever that buds appear, that and all we have to remove. So by that way we can encourage that photosynthetic materials is fully transferred to the emasculated bolls. So if it is so, the boll development and the seed development, everything will be pakka. You can harvest more number of seeds. So this is the thing. Apart from that, now we are following that GMS system also for hybrid seed production. Based on that GMS systems, already one hybrid is available, that is a Suguna. For this creation purpose they used Creek as a female parent and K3400 used as a male parent. So these are all the things with reference to hybrid seed production in cotton. Thank you very much.